Hello, welcome to the Jerome Bee Farm. This video here is going to be about getting wax from cappings from our honey harvest. So I got here some cappings I had in the freezer. This is from last fall, and I got a whole nother box over here that was from this summer that we just pulled out. This here's a solar extractor. It's basically made out of OSB and has a plexiglass cover. And it's all painted black so it gets really hot inside. I have a cake pan here with the wire frame or screening here to filter out, and also I put a paper towel in here as a filter. So we'll put all of these wax cappings into here, and as it heats up, they'll come out of this little slot right there, and then collect the wax into this bread pan. So it's pretty simple. It's lined with styrofoam, and I'll give you a close-up here. Styrofoam that's got the silver cover on it to reflect the heat, and I just got it cleaned off the plexiglass because I have it sitting here outside. It's kind of dusty. So I'm going to put those in. Also have these balls of wax that I collect throughout the year when I'm doing hive inspections. I got 4 of these, and I keep these in the freezer because if you don't, there'll be hive beetle eggs in here and they'll hatch out, and the next thing you know, this thing is just a big ball of maggots. So you got to keep those things frozen, as well as these cappings. These were in the freezer all winter. So I'm going to get these out, load this thing up, and I'm going to put it out in the sun. There's a chance of rain today, but most of it looks like it's going to go east of us, so I think we're going to have a good sunny day to get this done. And if you ever do this and you're out there and you're done and you go to get your wax out, be really careful, because that wax is liquid and hot, and it will burn the crap out of you. So be very careful. In fact, it's best to let it cool off and just get it in the evening after the sun's gone down. So I'll give you some close-ups of this and the cappings we got, and I'll load it up, and then I'll take some shots of it when the sun's on it. So basically, this here's the box. Like I said, it's made out of OSB. That's that rough plywood like stuff, so you don't want that to get wet. But I didn't have any plywood laying around. I didn't want to go buy any, so I had this handy, so that's what I used. So in here I have the pan. It sits on this little shelf that keeps it at an angle. You can see the shiny sides there, and the bread pan fits down here. So you can see how that works. The angle on mine is a little too tall because it slides, so when I put it out there, I put a block under it and raise it up a little bit. So I want this pan up here higher so it's more in the sun. If I had to do it again, I would shorten this side here so the pan would be up a little higher, because the sunlight, sometimes there's a shadow in this area. But that's basically it. So I'm going to load this thing up and get the sun on it. Here's our cappings from this July, July 2017, that we just harvested. Still got some bees flying around here. So I set this out and let the bees work it real good. So most of the honey is cleaned out, but we still will get some honey in our in the wax. It sinks to the bottom, but when you pull it out, you clean that off, and then you can heat it however you want after that, and filter it one more time if you need to. Usually these cappings come out pretty clean. So I got to clean all this out, and then we'll get that loaded in there. dead bees in here, or from when I set it out, there was honey in here, and there's still quite a bit of honey in here. And when you set stuff out for your bees to clean up, you don't want a lot of honey sitting in it, because they'll get caught up in that and they can't get out of it, and they'll actually die. They'll drown. Most of this is air, so hopefully it doesn't overflow that that pipe or that bread pan down there. Okay, there it is. Got all the cappings there, the balls up here. Here's the pan with the discharge spot. Baking pan right here. Wipe this out real good so the bottom of the wax will be nice and clean. There's a little notch back in here that the side of this pan sits in, so it sits level. So one thing you got to be sure to do is get this down here so that little notch is below that board. It is really hot today, so hoping this doesn't take too long. I hear thunder back over to our west, so hopefully it doesn't. Well, I want it to rain, but for the sake of this video, I don't. We may have to do a restart. So there's notch sides where this slides down over and makes so the key to this is you get an air seal, so it's like the inside of your car. It gets hotter than blazes. So that's basically it. If you have any questions, put them down below, and ooh, it's hot. Like and subscribe, and I guess that's it. I'll follow up when we have a nice wax brick, hopefully. Okay, this wax melter has been out here for 2 days now. We've had some clouds and some thunderstorms rolling in, and we had some good sun earlier today, but you can see it's all clouded up now. But anyway, it's mostly complete. What's left in there is mainly sludge. Go ahead and open this up. Get the glare off of there. You can see down in here. See if I can touch that. Nope, it's too hot. Anyway, so all this is sludge. It's not wax. It smells good. It smells way better than it looks. So we lost our heat source, the sun, for today and most of the day yesterday, so I'm going to leave this go for a third day, and hopefully it'll finish on out. You can see there's a little bit of liquid kind of in there. Let me turn the exposure up a little bit. There, you can see that better. So you can see still a little bit of liquid. It's filtering through that paper towel. So you can see down in there, it's about looks like about an inch on that wax down in the bottom before it gets to the top. So plenty of room. So let this go ahead and go one more day, and Then we'll see what it looks like and collect that wax probably tomorrow evening. Okay, it's about 7:30 in the evening, and I went ahead and opened the plexiglass so this could be cooling off a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and pull that wax out of there. Looks like I got a visitor here. Sorry about the camera shaking. There we go. It's like a couple drops of honey right there. Yep. So as this cools, you'll notice it'll start to crack. I'm going to take it in and put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then we can pull it out. So this thing is still liquid in the center. So take it in, cool it off, pull it out, and then we'll weigh it. There's a nice shot of all the garbage left behind. So we'll need to scrape that out of there and heat it up and melt all that out of that screen. So it'll be ready for next time. Okay, we got our block of wax here, and I'm going to take it out of here and weigh it on these scales. A bit of honey in the bottom. See how the honey the wax floats on top of the honey. So I'm going to put this out over there in that cappings container and let the bees clean that up. I'll dump it out so it's not so deep and they drown in it or get stuck in it. I ought to just take it over to the water hose. Sticky, sticky. Okay, scale's ready. £2 and 4/10 of an ounce. Or 2.4. 2 ounces, 2 pounds, 0.4 ounce. Well, that concludes this video, and that's pretty much the spring honey harvest, where we harvested in July, took all the cappings. Been through just about the whole process this year. So we'll do the same thing in probably October, but there won't be as much honey as we had in the spring. But, and usually the fall honey is a little bit darker. So with this wax, I will take it and put it into like a crock pot melter and put it into 2-ounce molds. So there'll be little 2-ounce bars, basically look like that, and it says beeswax on it. And that's it. If If you have any questions, go ahead and post them. Please like and subscribe my channel. That's Jerome Bee Farm. Thanks for watching.